Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Play action. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Chance to talk about the Titans season as they come back out here. We mentioned it earlier, but he knows they came up short in that AFC title game. But you think about early contenders for 2020, Titans have to be right up. Under pressure, they got him again. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Sony Michel, his first carry. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Manning, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return, Hester. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here we go. 50, plant.
Pick me up. Here we go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On play action, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and the Packers pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Oh, what a juke into space. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Manning now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They fake the handoff. Now Manning, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Manning, that's complete to his tight end, Higbee. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown, baby.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Manning now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Manning. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Manning. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Now, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They complete it to Hill. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Off the bootleg, Jackson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run now with Okoye. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Mike 52. Go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here's Jackson on third and long. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third and long, it's Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On second down, Dickerson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. First and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
To throw is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. On second and 7, Manning nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
That's trash.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
A big offensive explosion helped leading.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, able to avoid him. And he nearly broke that for more. But as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Randy Moss, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. I want to revisit New Orleans' season here, Charles, as they come back out for this next drive, because really, although it was 13-3 and another playoff appearance, it was another disappointing playoff loss. That's 3 straight crushing playoff defeats. Minneapolis Miracle with Diggs' catch, the Nickel Roby-Coleman no call, and now this last loss that they had to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, and I thought that this would be the year for them, precisely from what you said. Minneapolis Miracle. Then you get the no call, as you said, Nickel Roby-Coleman. I thought 3, right? Everything comes in 3, so I thought the third time would be the charm. They'd find their way to advance. Instead, Minnesota comes to their place, beats them. And going back to what you 13-3, and you have to play in the first round because they lost to San Francisco in a head-to-head game. San Francisco gets one of those byes, as did Green Bay. And New Orleans had to play on the opening weekend.
Although New Orleans doesn't care about this, kind of developing a nice little rivalry between the Saints and the Vikings, right?
No doubt about it, and crazy plays down the stretch have defined this rivalry. And unfortunately for New Orleans, Minnesota getting the better of those plays.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 40-yard.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. On 1st down, Dickerson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught by Randy Moss. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go. It's a
Here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the punt team on now as this one sent away. With it is Jackson. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And he's going to go down again. Reggie White. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 70 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And spins away. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal. Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I'm going back to you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Come on, man. Let's go.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
19, Saints 15. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Jackson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson, and Thomas has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Dickerson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randy Moss, 84 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
That little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready, 60 yards. Got double tight. Double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter.